Welcome home, residents, as your Mayor Alistair back once again, and today I wanted to talk about the upcoming MonsterVerse TV show. Now, we've known for a while that Apple is working on multiple spin-off series, one being Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2, and the other being unknown. Well, new reports have been leaked that Apple is currently in production on that spin-off, with the working title supposedly being Cryptozoology, which means the search for and study of animals whose existence or survival is disputed or unsubstantiated, such as the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, and the Yeti. But here's where things have changed. I can confirm that this title is outdated, and the now registered trademark for a currently unannounced legendary spin-off is known as Monster Kingdom, though this title could still change. Now, to me, this sounds an awful lot like it could be a documentary focusing on the Titans, akin to Prehistoric Planet or Walking with Dinosaurs, with each episode focusing on different regions and how the Titans have adapted over millions of years to suit the climate and environment, like Lava Titans or Frost Titans, and of course seeing some classic fan favorites. Now, to me, this could be incredible and would really help with the world building and making the world of the monsters feel that much more real. Adding fuel to the fire, the upcoming Prehistoric Planet Ice Age is being handled by a different animation studio, that being Framestore. The first two series were produced by MPC, which raises the possibility that MPC has instead been busy with Monster Kingdom, applying their expertise to crafting photorealistic, documentary-style recreations of the Hollow Earth Titans. But really, it could be anything. I just hope it's something unique to Monarch Legacy of Monsters and gives the Monsterverse some actual variety. We don't need another drama right now. But before getting into the real meat of the video, remember to subscribe, because we found out 70% of you aren't, and we've made it our mission to close that gap. Come on guys, we know who you are. Now, we went and asked... Wait, hang on a second. Wait, what's happening? Wait a minute. Are you the kind of person who wishes you could carry a piece of the dinosaur age with you? Same here, and thanks to today's sponsor, Gentle Bands, now we actually can. Gentle Bands make rings that aren't just stylish, they come right out of the prehistoric era. These bands are special because they're crafted with genuine dinosaur bone, fossilized over tens of millions of years. That means you're literally wearing the remains of creatures that once thundered over an ancient Earth. If you want something that embodies strength and ferocious power, this is the thing to wear. Think about it. These fossils saw the rise of the Allosaurus, the rule of the T-Rex, and the end of the dinosaurs when the meteor struck. Now, instead of sitting forgotten in the dirt, those fragments live on in a form you can wear every day. The contents of the band you brandish may have slayed some of the largest giants to ever walk the earth, and now you honor their legacy over 66 million years later. They pair the fossilized bone with premium materials like tungsten, gold leaf, and even real meteorite fragments, the same type of rock that ended the dinosaurs' reign. The result? Rings that are durable, unique, and loaded with prehistoric history. For this video, I tried out the gold leaf and meteorite rings. Both are stunning. One gleams like treasure hidden in the Jurassic Earth, and the other feels alien, like holding a piece of the cosmos that rewrote history and wiped out the dinosaurs. Honestly, I can't pick a favorite, but I love the way the gold glistens in the sun. And don't worry about the whole "these belong in a museum" thing. Gentle Bands only use fossil materials that are too small or fragmented to ever be displayed. So instead of gathering dust, these ancient pieces of the Mesozoic get a second life. Birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just treating yourself because you've been a dinosaur nerd since you were 5, these rings are perfect. Each one is one of a kind, no mass production, no cheap alloys, no boring designs, just millions of years of history on your hand, a symbol of resilience, the ability to adapt and endure through the unforgiving passage of time. So if you want a ring that's older than a T-Rex, a symbol of class, history, and masculinity, head over to gentlebands.com and use code DANGERVILLE for 25% off. The link's in the description. Again, that's gentlebands.com and use code DANGERVILLE for 25% off. Thanks Gentle Bands for sponsoring us. Now back to the video. Sorry about that. The video was hijacked by me? But let's get back into it. I wanted to gauge what it is the community wants to see from the Godzilla X Kong spin-off series, and ask you residents what your perfect MonsterVerse show would look like, and I've collected some of the best of what you guys had to say. Probably the most common answer is that the fans want that Titan documentary. So many of you said a wildlife documentary, a TV show about the Hollow Earth, and just straight up Walking with Titans. Great title, by the way. It's simply too good of an idea to let pass by. Something like this would really help make the universe feel more real, because up to this point, the lore on the Titans has been wonky, so being able to dive in and really nail down the history and lifestyle of the monsters would be amazing. In a similar idea, Tiamat Stan brings up an anthology series focusing on different Titans in each episode, like the recent declassified comic, which gives us unique stories about Behemoth, Abaddon, and various other giant monsters. This would probably be my second favorite option. Getting different stories each episode would just be a really cool way to see more of the world and how it's adapted to the rise of Titans. Honestly, I'd love to see that Abaddon story in live action, because it would be actually terrifying. Now, Behemoth Mode has mentioned something that fans have been pushing for quite some time now, that being G-Team, the animated series spearheaded by O'Shea Jackson Jr., who you might remember from Godzilla King of the Monsters. His dream has been to make an animated series focusing on G-Team doing various different missions, featuring some of the franchise's most iconic monsters. Now, I'd totally be down for this because that idea sounds epic, and animation is a cheaper medium than a CGI-heavy live-action show, which means they could go all out on the over-the-top action. I don't think this is what Apple is working on, but it's not going to stop me from asking for it. I know Skull Island kind of tried and failed to make an animated MonsterVerse show, but G-Team as a concept would be much more interesting and action-packed, which is what the fans really want. Perry says a show like Primal, but live action, which would be wild but possibly epic. I can already imagine it being an Iwi warrior lost in the Hollow Earth, and he befriends a young Titan and then learns to live alongside it, fighting various monsters and potentially even soldiers looking to kill the Titans. Honestly, that would be a wild idea, but it could work. I'd even take an animated show on that. Friend of the channel Swerve also said that based on the trademark title, Cryptozoology, it may mean Monarch has captured the Titans and now has a research facility that doubles up as a public zoo for the public to engage with and learn more about the Titans. Now, this could be a pretty epic idea, but like Jurassic World, I can't imagine it ending well. The Titans could break out and then it could just be a chaotic fight for survival. I mean, damn, we're basically just handing Apple amazing ideas here for free. And I guarantee that what we'll get won't be nearly as interesting as any of these ideas. Frankenstein's Mobster has an amazing idea, basically being inspired by the classic King Kong, but being set in the early 2000s, where a bunch of amateur filmmakers head to Skull Island to make a movie using the real monsters, fighting for survival while dodging Monarch operatives to create the ultimate cinematic masterpiece. It's definitely a wacky concept, but it's one that could be really interesting and is a unique way to get viewers up close and personal with the monsters. And as a filmmaker myself, I love movies or shows about scrappy filmmakers trying to make their dreams come true. So I have a soft spot for this idea. Librolly James says, whatever Slick has going on, and what a shout. I absolutely agree. If you didn't know, Slick released an amazing animation detailing a battle in the ancient Titan War, showing Godzilla fighting the Great Apes and the Scar King, and this epic Kong brandishing Godzilla's species' bones like some kind of armor, which is actually really smart and makes too much sense since it's likely strong enough to block Godzilla's atomic breath. Though the budget to faithfully recreate this would probably be insane, so I doubt this is what's going to happen, especially with the title Monster Kingdom. That just doesn't sound like a Titan War series. But I would kill for a higher budget version of this, which really is what most people wanted to see from the new Empire, especially after that badass dark teaser from 2023. So shout out to Slick for showing us how epic the MonsterVerse could be if Legendary just locked in. Now, you residents have sent hundreds of great answers, and I can't get through them all. But if you want to read more of them, then head over to our Twitter at DangervilleTeam, or check out the community tab on the channel, where we posted about it the other day. The most common answer is a Titan documentary series, which just goes to show how fans yearn for more solid lore, because Legendary have crafted a really interesting world, but we've only seen a fraction of the cool stuff it has to offer. Something like a prehistoric planet-style Titan documentary would really help make the universe feel more lived in and real, which is what the fans have been craving. So cross your fingers, because there is a chance we might get just that. But it might just be too good to be true. But what would your ideal MonsterVerse show look like? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of Dangerville today, but I can see if you don't. I've been Alistair, and thanks again to Gentle Bands for sponsoring today's video, and we'll see you residents in the next one.